Welcome to The Aggregate, narrative codings from around the globe. It's a show that salutes the close-knit community of architects, designers, builders, and artists from our world who refuse to ration their plaster passion. Amidst a world of click-and-stick emotions, the show celebrates the spoken word and forces us to listen, process, and grow. With an open and limber mind, these subtle connective moments will provide respite to recharge with an emphasis on shared techniques and knowledge, while simultaneously fueling our fires for continued creativity on and off the job site. So take a deep breath as New Age Artisans continues to coat the planet and change the paradigm of what it means to educate, empower, and create. Greetings, I'm your host Jeremy Mastretta, along with my man on the boards, Vincent Ryan, and welcome to the show. Hey all, welcome back. Episode 17. How we living? Been a glorious week here at New Age Artisans. Things are trucking along on the work front with our installations. Orders are happily becoming a daily occurrence. And I don't know if you noticed, but our plaster portal launched. We're really, really proud of it, and there's more to come on that. Today is a fun day for us here at New Age Artisans because after 16 episodes, we're now home. We successfully moved out of our old manufacturing facility, and we're under one roof. Under this roof's our podcast booth. Our front office is complete, and our creative teams are buzzing away just beyond the soundproof walls. And we're here with a great friend, Miss Lydia Crowder, or as social media knows her, Drywall Shorty.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. The sun is out.
Yes.
Stoked. What's the day been like so far? What have you been up to?
Not much. We have been working on a smooth wall. There's been a lot of patches, so we've just been kind of going back there, patching stuff in. It was an older home that was built in the 50s, so we're super cool, mid-century modern, but there's been a lot of electrical changes, so we've had about 23 patches, I think, so far.
Oh, wow. And
yeah.
Did they trench through the walls to route the electrical?
They actually took everything. They gutted everything, but then they had to do some floor leveling, some changes. You know how it goes. They always move around lighting and things like that. So it's been a lot of patches.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to get it on the front end.
Yes, it is.
To the back end. We put the beautiful plaster icing on the cake, and then the amount of times where they're like, we'd like to remodel the cake. I'm like, oh, it's going to be expensive to put this icing on again. But all right, go for it. You familiar with the term change order?
Yes.
You're going to get one. For everyone listening, I've known Lydia since her humble beginnings. Yeah. It's been a long run for you and I.
Yeah, I think it's, oh my God, has it been 20? I've been doing this for 21 years. And so we met each other probably 20 years ago?
Yeah, I figured.
About that, yeah.
Almost 20.
Yeah.
Do you remember where we first met?
It was a plaster class for American Clay, wasn't it?
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I was thinking we met somewhere different, but
yeah.
You have proven me wrong, which happens often. That was 2006 or 7-ish.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And you were a drywaller.
Yep.
Before, and you were wanting to move into the plaster world, so you started taking class, and I happened to be the instructor of it.
Yeah.
But talking about drywall at the moment, because you're still involved in drywall, occasionally dabble in plaster.
I don't touch plaster anymore. It stresses me out too much.
Well,
there's so many things that can go wrong, and it's so expensive. I'm just like, nope, don't even want to touch it.
Welcome to my everyday.
Yeah.
Dealing with glass unicorns. Talk about your inception into drywall. What were some of your first projects you did?
Let's see. When I very first started, so I started with my dad. He has a finishing company, and I went to high school or college. I graduated high school, went to college, did a semester there, and just didn't like college. It was not for me. I just partied too much, and it was a waste of my time and my money, and I was like, why am I doing this?
Did you go to college here?
Yeah, I went to college at MSU.
Nice. What years?
Oh my God, 2002.
Yeah, that's when you started?
Yeah, that's when I started.
Okay, yeah.
So I graduated in 2002 and then enrolled in the fall semester at MSU.
Got it.
Yep. And then my roommate at that time actually worked for my dad too. Mm-hmm. So my cousin was best friends with him, and then my roommate worked for my dad. So I would kind of help out on the weekends when they needed help.
Yeah.
And
what would you do for helping out?
Just spot screws. Just kind of whatever.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Spotting screws? Yeah, it's pretty satisfying.
It's really therapeutic.
It is.
Because it's all broken up.
Yeah.
And it's like, at least as far as I understand, I've taped drywall. I tape drywall and I tape it all by hand when I do it. And I go through and I just methodically break it up. And as we're coating the flats, coating the butts, eventually a lot of the screws in the field get covered up.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to know, like, that's the last bit.
Exactly. And you can just, it's so, once you get your rhythm down, you can just throw in your headphones and just go and just kind of like you just don't think about it. And it's satisfying.
Do you swipe all the way up through all the screws or do you do them individually?
Oh, I'll always swipe. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's so much faster. Yeah. And it looks better. When I walk in a job and everything's single spotted, I'm like, whoops, somebody's new on the job.
We got a swiper here, people. I'm a swiper.
Yes, always swiper.
I knew I liked you. What was high school like?
High school was fine. Didn't do much. Well, actually, I hated high school. So I would find...
So it wasn't fine?
No, it wasn't fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I hated high school.
Yeah.
We came up with a great system to get out of class and have our absences excused. So I went to Bozeman High and they had peer counseling. Mm-hmm. So we would tell our teachers that we had to go do peer counseling. So you get counted as being in class and then you come up and be like, we got to go do peer counseling. Sorry. And then you could leave. So you didn't get count absent.
At like the walk across the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Peer counseling. Yeah. Did you do any like little bit of work here and there with your dad during high school?
I'm trying to remember. I mean, it's always been here and there because he's self-employed, so he would need help. Or if we owned some extra money, he could be like, you can come help me out this weekend. Or, at that point, he was pretty busy. He was running a crew, I think, of about 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah.
So I would kind of help out here and there, or show up, scrape floors, sweep, do screws, just menial stuff.
Yeah, menial stuff, which I think is the fun stuff.
Yeah, it is the fun stuff.
Yeah, I always tell folks that work for us, like. Some people get upset about cleaning. I'm like, I would kill to clean.
I know, right?
It would be
That's
so
all you
much
got to
fun.
do.
Yeah.
It's you have no responsibilities. Just clean it.
Just clean.
Yeah.
And it's okay to do it perfect.
Yeah.
No one's going to judge you.
I know, right?
Yeah. And what about college? What did you study in college?
Nothing.
Partying.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a college town. I mean, even in high school, we were always hanging out with college kids.
Yeah.
It's easy to find people that are older than you to hang out with.
It sure is. Yeah. I think I found that on like week 2 when I moved here.
I know.
I was I was 18 years old and I was just instantly friends with people that were in their early 20s.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool.
I know.
Everybody's just like, they're going to buy beer.
I know.
Like, this is great. And it was great.
It was great. I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have any topics that you liked besides partying?
I honestly, what was I thinking I was going to do? Probably something with design, maybe like interior design, architecture, but I suck at numbers. So architecture was probably not going to be the good fit for me.
Yeah.
But I do remember taking an architecture class. It was pretty cool.
Sure. And then when you decided to leave and go into the trades, what did you like grapple with that? Or was it just like, I'm out of here? No,
not at all. So I actually worked at Montana Gift Corral while I was going to high school. I'd get out early and go work there. And then let's see. It was when I was in college. Yeah, it was when I was in college. They had me working really early at the airport. They had just opened that office. And they wanted me to take over as manager. So I would have to go to work at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm 18. I'm living with a bunch of, like, a guy that's, like, in his 20s. We're all partying all the time. And I'm like,
he just got home.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
So I quit there. And then I just worked at Blue Basket at the gas station for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love the Blue Basket.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was like one of the earlier gas stations.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody knew Blue Basket.
Yeah. Yeah, right on the corner of Spring Hill and Frontage.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember coming out here to Bozeman when I was 13 years old, 1993. And I remember right when that gas station went in.
Yeah.
And like that was the spot.
Exactly. Everybody knew it was the cool gas station.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah. So I was working there and then my dad was like, do you want a job? And I was like, yeah, I have nothing else better going on.
Yeah.
So.
And you jumped into the drywall.
Yeah.
And you already had some baseline skills.
Yes, I did. Yeah. So I did know some things. Like when I first started, my dad I remember we were doing this job that was up in the Bridgers. It was really cool. And there was this teeny tiny closet under the stairs. Mm-hmm. And that's what he had me do. He's like, go in there, crawl in there, and tape all those things.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Get in there, shorty.
I know, right? I had to like crawl in there.
Yeah.
It was tiny.
Was it CDF or CDS? What was the name?
CDS. So Complete Drywall Systems.
Got it. CDF is another drywall company.
Okay. Yeah.
Custom Drywall Finishes.
Oh, nice.
Owned by a guy named Eric. CDS.
I think there's another CDS in town. I think there's a couple.
Yeah. Is that still around? Is
Yeah.
that still working?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He still works. He just does small stuff now.
Brett, right?
Brett.
Yeah. I remember he would call me.
Yeah.
When he got into the plaster and he had all sorts of questions and he was always so nice.
Oh, my dad's like the sweetest guy ever.
Yeah.
No one has anything bad to say about him, ever.
They're not my friend if they do. What was his specialty in the drywall world? Everyone's got like something they're really good at.
He did pretty good smooth wall. We would do quite a bit of smooth because he came from Atlanta. So when we moved up here, I was 10 and we came from Lilburn, Georgia, which is northwest of Atlanta. So it's a suburb.
Yeah.
So when he was there and he got into drywall, all he did was patchwork.
Yeah.
So there were these big apartment complexes and that's it. That's all he did all day was touch up smooth wall.
Yeah.
And then he started his own company and did small stuff and patches. And then we moved up here because all my dad's family was here. And then he started working with Steve Zish.
Oh, legend.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Zish Painting and Drywall.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So he and Steve worked together for a while. And then he went off on his own and started his own company.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. How many, you said 4 or 5?
Yeah. So I think at his biggest, he had maybe 5 employees.
Mm-hmm.
But we were doing big stuff for Tom Swanson at that time. So like huge customs, just like really big smooth walls. And so he needed to have quite a few employees.
That's where I was going to say I met you the first time.
Yeah.
Swanson's.
Oh, is that what maybe it's that. Definitely could have been.
It's a mystery.
It is.
Because there was a plaster job there.
Okay.
That you guys were working on.
Yeah.
And then we were doing some work on it as well.
Okay.
I thought that was where we met the first time.
Definitely could have been.
But could have been the class too.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's that. I honestly don't remember.
Jury's out.
Yeah.
Jury's out. What was your position in the company when you started working there? Besides, how fast did you ascend out of cleaning floors and spotting screws, swiping screws?
Swiping screws. I had to earn my way up. Like he did not just like automatically let me off with a freebie. So I was the person that would go get lunch, or I was the person that would scrape and sweep and do screws. And then he moved me up further and further.
Yeah.
But I definitely had to earn it. Like I wasn't just like, here you go, because you can't do that with drywall. Like you can't just like walk in and be like top dog. You have to absolutely learn how to do all of the little things. You screw up. You just have to get dirty and learn how to use the pan or hawk or whatever you're using and figure it out.
Yeah, the art of drywall. It's people have these interesting notions about it. They think like, oh, you just hang the board and then you just tape the board and you walk away. Like, yeah, you can do that. But if you're not actually focusing on what you're doing and there's not a method to the madness, you're going to have multiple angles that are coated with different levels. You're going to have screws that are not swiped or spotted correctly.
Yeah.
You're going to have mud flashing left and right because it's going to be hot mud prefills with AP that's gone over the top incorrectly. There is a terrible method to the madness, and there's also a way to lead a crew.
Absolutely.
That size.
You have to stay organized. If you do not come in with a plan and an order of operations, you will absolutely fall behind. Like, we come in, we pre-fill, we tape, we get our corner bead on, then we do, all of our top coat, and then we move to skim. And we don't move to another task until that other task is complete.
Yeah.
Because you'll absolutely fall behind.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah.
The one thing I see, everybody's just cruising around and they think that, oh, we're just going to hang and tape it and then we're going to slap our steel up to it. It's going to be perfect. Yeah. But the amount of times we show up and we're flat taping to jams, installing bead, so we can bump up to windows. How do you guys deal with that?
It really depends on the job. Like some of the stuff in the Yellowstone Club that you guys are on is intense. So, up in the Yellowstone Club, everything's modern, big windows, steel beams everywhere. And we're on this job. It's the very end of it. We're all finished sanding. There's been a bunch of different crews in there. And they're walking through and the contractors come through and the steel beam is probably about 2 inches off from one end to the other, maybe further. And they're like, oh, the drywallers can just fix it. And I had I'm pretty sure it was the owner of the company, like one of these multi-million-dollar building companies. I just looked at him and I'm like, no, we can't fix this. This is like beyond
What do you want fixable. You to do?
Make it even, make it flush.
Oh, it's like there's like a reveal
yes.
issue.
Oh, yeah. Like a huge reveal issue. Like their steel beam like starts off like here and then it gets wider and wider and wider as it goes down the wall. And I'm like, this is not going to get fixed right now. Like we're supposed to be out of here. The painters are supposed to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like that's a framing issue. Yeah. Sorry. That is not a drywall issue.
It's a lot of hot mud to fix that.
Yeah. If you can even fix it. And sometimes you run into stuff like, there was a column in a basement that was steel, and most of the stuff is steel framing, honestly.
Yeah.
But it was completely crooked, and they were like, well, you guys put it on wrong. I'm like, fine, take it off. And the whole entire beam was just completely twisted. Mm-hmm. It's like, there's only so much we can do to fix things. And if you guys don't have your framers lined up, and you guys don't have everything done that we need to have done, there's only so much.
Yeah.
So much we can fix.
Mm-hmm. We got involved for a very short period of time with kind of a production crew up there in the Yellowstone Club. And when I say short period of time, I mean, we did one job. Yeah. And I realized that it was becoming like indentured servitude up there.
Oh, no.
I'm just not,
I'm not doing this.
We're not doing this. Finished the job and got out of there. But they have a rule where if you lay your work on top of someone else's work and you know that that work is bad, you own all of the work up until the point.
Yeah.
And I told the guy when he told me that, I said, well, I mean, essentially you're going to say that the guy that is installing the lights in this house, he owns a bad house. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, the whole house is wrong.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair.
No.
This is someone else's responsibility. You're trying to pin contractors on your inadequacies.
Yeah.
He didn't like that.
Drywall can be really weird because you have people that are so proud of what they're doing, and you have to have like a sense of like accomplishment to be good at this job. But so many people aren't, and then they just try and shove it off to the next person or to the next person and don't actually take the time to fix it. Like, there are sometimes things that I can't straighten that beam out. If that beam's crooked, that beam's crooked. Like, you're going to have to fix it. But then there's things that we can do to help, fix things on the back end for other people. Like if, the electrician has an outlet that's out too far of the wall, like we can do a nice job and circle that and make it better. Mm-hmm. We can do things to help put the quality of the project higher. It doesn't take that much time. And I think that's the hardest part too. Sometimes you can take it too far because you're trying to fix everybody else's mistakes. And then you wind up like, okay, I just got to walk away from this.
Yeah, you got to walk away.
Yeah, like I'm not making any money on this, or I've touched this thing 15 times and it's still messed up. And it's a balance. Yeah, it's a balance. And what we've been doing, I mean, we've done a few up in the club, especially where there's this modern construction we were talking about, and the amount of flat taping we're having to do to things. Like the board was hung and it was taped, and then all the trim went in. But you want to make it look like the trim is kind of growing out of the plaster. Yeah. And there was a job we did, a very, very, very large job. I think the drywallers would call it like a 500 or 600 sheet job. Okay, kind of thing. And the amount of money that was spent to have us flat tape up to the finished details was 1.25x of the original drywall bid. Oh my goodness! It's like I don't know what you want. I don't know what you thought was going to happen here. Yeah. With all of this, but I mean, we're skilled artisans, and we're here, and we're doing a job. And you want this to look this way? This is what it costs. Yeah. And I don't think they'd ever seen somebody with a pan and a knife and mesh tape and masking tape. Like, it just wasn't, it was not a thing ever. So, yeah. And I think that is where I think the paradigm shift needs to happen. Mm-hmm. Understanding that drywall, especially done at that level, is an actual, it's a finished product. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and people need to start thinking steps ahead too. Like if you're having a trim detail like that, like, okay, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. Everybody wants flush. Everybody wants all these wrapped windows. Everybody wants everything trimless. Mm-hmm. That's a ton of work. A ton of work. Essentially, you're making your drywallers or your plasters your trim carpenters. So you have to think like, okay, well, if I'm cutting out the trim guy, then you guys need to be getting paid adequately to be my trim person. Yeah. And there's a lot of detail-oriented stuff in that. Yeah, there's nothing inexpensive. There's no savings in modern construction. Oh, God, no. Yeah. No, it's so expensive. Yeah. There might be some savings in contemporary construction with systems, but contemporary and modern are two very different things. Yeah, and sometimes always going to be more. People use those interchangeably. Yeah.
contemporary, as far as understood, is done within this day.
Yeah.
Modern is a motif.
Yes.
It's a theme. What, I know you're mentioning that your dad, Mr. Old School,
Mm-hmm.
What would he think about everything going on now in the modern world?
I think he likes it. I honestly don't. We've done I did some stuff up in the club with him when I first started, but one of them, they actually wanted a really thick sand plaster or sand finish. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like really heavy trowel finish.
Mm-hmm. So you were bulking the sand into the drywall?
Yep. Yeah.
Whipping it up? Yeah. Skip troweling it on there?
It was so gritty. Yeah. But that's what they wanted. It fit whatever they were doing with their house. So they loved it.
Silica sand?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Maybe play sand. Sometimes we use play sand.
Yeah. I think play sand is not silica sand because that would be bad for the kids.
Yeah.
Never mind. But I do know the mesh size is probably like 70.
Okay.
Super, super fine.
Yeah.
What other projects with your pops did you do that were memorable?
Let's see. Yeah, I worked for him for, I think, about 10 years before we went off on our own. We did one for a custom builder that was really fun. He had this huge barrel ceiling in his master. And then we also did his office. We splattered colored mud on there with a hopper and then made like a swirly pattern with it. So that turned out really cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I haven't done that since, but we tinted the mud with paint and then used a hopper and splattered it on top of wet mud. And then it kind of created this like faux finish thing.
Yeah, just like a red drywall hopper with a compressor.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Yeah, so that was really fun.
Yeah. What I'm wondering about, and I still wonder, there's more and more ladies in the trades these days, and it's nice to have not a bunch of dudes on the job site. Add a little bit more flair and a little bit more of a mental perspective.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of female electricians recently. I've seen some absolutely amazing trim carpenters.
Oh, cool.
And cabinet installers.
Yeah.
What was it like way back in the day, being a youngin', working for your old man? Being a lady.
There were not very many women in construction at all at that time. So I definitely, we did the big bank over off of Oak, and I was the only female there, and I think there were probably about 30 guys working on that job. Mm-hmm. And I guess that they were talking in the trailer, and they all thought about how old I was. So that was an interesting one. People would just stare at me. Like, you just walk on the job and everybody just stops and stares. They're like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, you're a girl? Why are you working in a manual labor job? And I still get comments like that too all the time on social media. Like, you should go back to the kitchen, or you should, can you cook me something? I'm actually going to I've been thinking how do I address this and make it funny, but also like good. I'm going to do something where I'm in the kitchen and I show them how to make a sandwich because they all live in their mom's basements.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So I'm like, here's how you make a sandwich. I know you've been living in your mom's basement for the past 20 years, so let me show you. That's brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I have to think of some way to do it that'll make it funny. But when I first started, I was the only, there weren't very many.
You can make them a nice warm cup of Shut the Fuck Up, too.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would love to do that.
STFU. Yeah, those are the best cups, too.
The Shut the Fuck Up cups.
Yeah, yes. Shut the Fuck Up cup. Exactly. I think we may have just branded something.
I think so, too.
Put a little at Drywall Shorty. Brought to you by at Drywall Shorty and New Age Artisans. Shut the fuck up. Yes, I like that. Has it changed as you've gotten older?
Yes, absolutely. 100%. I've been starting to see a lot more women in the trades. I remember I was on a job and there was a female roofer, and we met at the porta potties, and I was like, oh my God, it's a girl. We were both like, hey.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, girl.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's good. It's good because, I mean, like I said, I've noticed it changing, and I mean, been doing this for so long, it gets it's a little much to hang out with a bunch of dudes all day. It is. And it's definitely, I think part of the shift is there's so many people that are retiring. We have to have laborers. Yeah. Or we have to have people that are going to fill those jobs. So then okay, well, what about women? Yeah, we can be a little bit smaller, but that doesn't mean that we're not as good or that we can't learn how to use our hands skillfully. Yeah. Which really is what trades are. How do you use your hands in your body in a skilled manner? Yeah. And everyone can do that. It just takes time, and you just have to put the effort into it. Yeah. there's a gal that we're really friendly with, Rachel Ragg. She's been on the podcast before. She's the Ginger Mason.
Oh, yeah. She's super cool.
Oh, yeah. She's amazing. And she told me she's just realized she's just worked smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
That's what she's realized.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm able to cut these stones. I'm able to move these stones. And I'm able to just be way more efficient with my moves rather than some dumb dude that's just like sitting there.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of it, too. Is, everybody has their systems and their ways that they do things, but that's kind of the beauty of construction is finding what works for you. And what works for me might not work for someone else.
Yeah.
And there are times where you just have to have, strength, and you do need to do things that are physically challenging, but you do work your way up. Like I remember when I first started, I would come home and crash out on the couch like the minute I got home. And then you build up that resistance and you build up the muscle memory, and things get easier and they get better. And then you find your own system to, hey, this works out really well for me. And if somebody comes at you, you're just like, this is the way I do it. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
And let me do my own process.
Yeah, definitely. And I spent a couple of years doing some framing here in town during the recession. There was one contractor that had a couple projects. And thankfully, I knew him, and he allowed me to work with him. And I was a framer. And I would come home and just die. I know. Absolutely die on the couch. And I slowly got better, as you were mentioning. I mean, I was able to take, big 4x8 sheets of OSB up on the roof and just like cruise up the ladder. It'd be windy. I'm like, I got it. I got it figured out. And I told him one day, I was like, the first couple weeks of working here was like learning how to ride a snowmobile in powder. Yeah. You ever ride snowmobiles?
No.
It looks so easy. And it is not to be a really good rider. I mean, you can sit there and ring, 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 and like go cruise on the trail. It's no big problem. But the second you get off the trail and you start, boondogging around in the powder, or you got to climb up on a hill, or you got to get around a tree, the amount of effort it takes to be able to do that, it's unbelievable. Yeah. It is unbelievable. And it's just like framing, just like drywall.
Well, and I think people make things look easy. Like you can see a framing crew and they're like carrying stuff around. And you're like, man, I could probably do that. And then you actually go do it and you're like, okay, I do not have the skill set yet to do these things. And I think that's something people have to think too when they are looking at employing women, men, or new people. You need to give people a chance. Like they're not just going to show up and know how to do your system, your process, and be as efficient as somebody that's been doing this for 20 years. Like, give everyone a chance to kind of see where they fit in, see what systems work for them, and don't just write them off immediately because the first week or two, they're not being profitable for you.
Yeah. And for me, when we hire a new person, it's almost better as if you do not have past history in the trades. Or the past history in the trades is actually great because you have a nice round understanding. But having prior experience in plaster is almost
it's worse.
A hit against you.
It's worse, honestly. Yes.
Because every problem I've had with an employee is somebody that thinks they know how to do it better than me.
No, some of the worst employees that, I would train them with my dad, and the ones that were like in college, had no idea about anything, it's great because you can teach them your system, they can figure it out. The worst ones are the ones that have been in the trade for like about 3 years. I feel like 3 years is the danger zone. Yeah. Because you really think you're hot shit and you think you know everything, but you haven't seen anything yet. You've only seen such a small sample of what the trade is. And they argue and they fight and they are like, I don't want to do it this way, and just cause problems. Yeah, I would agree. And that's just enough to be dangerous. Yes, exactly. Just enough to get yourself into some deep shit.
Yeah. But the folks that are able to listen and learn and retain, those are the best employees.
Absolutely.
And we've had them for so long. Yeah. And it's been amazing. But speaking of getting in deep shit, you were talking about plaster earlier.
Yes.
And how you don't touch it.
Yes.
I always love to highlight some issues, if you will.
Yes.
And I feel like everybody on Instagram just likes to swallow a bunch of glow sticks and go stand in front of the camera and be like, look how perfect I am, beaming light. Tell us a horror story.
Well.
Vulnerable moment, Lydia.
Oh, God, I know. I don't want to tell a horror story. I have no horror stories.
That's a lie. We're going to have like a whole season of podcasts about mine.
We did a big plaster job, and we were using the new American Clay had that new bonder. It didn't bond. So it was like flaking off the walls everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was a freaking nightmare. And then they changed the color on it. Because the color it was like signed off, everything. Sample was good. The homeowner showed up. She's like, I don't like this. I was just like, that job was bad.
Yeah. Redoing, going backwards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not fun.
No. So that was probably the worst.
Yeah. Well.
That's why I don't mess with it anymore. Like, nope, too much stress and I don't sleep.
Yeah. Neither do I. I know that you find merit in it. And I know you find it beautiful.
I do. If I knew how to do, like, I think the hardest part is probably the surface prep. Because we know how to prep drywall. And I know how to apply plaster. It's that in-between part of making sure everything stays where it's supposed to stay.
Yeah.
And I've had that experience, I think, kind of soiled it for me a little bit. Because I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah. What sort of moves are you going to make when you're prepping for plaster versus paint?
Plaster, you want things dust free, as far as I know. Like, you don't want to be like doing any heavy sanding.
Dust is the killer.
Yeah, exactly. And then, when we paint, you can just paint over the dust and then burn the walls down after. So it's a completely different process. And drywall's really dusty. So,
really?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed. I had a guy that worked for me one time, and he claimed that he was a drywaller.
Okay.
He came in to work for me, and he was like, yeah, I've got a long history of basically drywall art. I'm the best drywall artist in the Gallatin Valley. And then he was sanding some drywall because it wasn't quite as smooth. And he said, I'm allergic to dust.
What?
And I was like, what are you talking about? You're allergic to dust? You're drywaller. He's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, that's like a vet being allergic to dogs. Like, I've never even heard of that. Like, it doesn't even work. That's like, maybe you need a different profession.
I'm the best, but I'm allergic to dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't do it. Can't do it. The interesting thing about plaster that I find is it's cryptic.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different terms and a bunch of different metaphors that people use. We coat our walls with our primary sand.
Okay.
To give it some grit, and a lot of people will talk about sanding.
Okay.
And they'll say, sand the wall. And it's like, well, what do you mean? You want me to sand the wall with primary, or you want me to sand the wall?
Okay, that could get confusing.
Or the other one is, as we mentioned earlier, we show up and we do a lot of flat taping before. We'll go through and the trim will be in. We always like the trim will be in. Trim to be in first, and we'll go through and we'll do some spotting of hot mud to make sure that our reveals are perfect. And then some of them are larger gaps where there's a gap between the actual dry wall and the baseboard.
Yep.
So I'll say, what I want them to do is flat tape it. Sometimes I'll show up and there's blue tape. I'm like, I said tape it. He's like, I did tape it. Like,
that's masking.
Yes. Yes. Do as I think, not as I say.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of terminology in the trades, and everybody kind of has different ways that they explain things too. So kind of finding that barrier between, I feel like you have to be very specific sometimes.
You have to be very specific. You ever watch The Office?
Yes, of course.
Explain to me like I'm 10.
Yes.
Explain to me like I'm 5 now. It's just,
you have to.
It's the only way.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to say this, and I don't want to say dumb it down because that's pejorative, but I'm going to bring this to layman's terms. And I'm going to explain this to you as if you're 5 years old.
Well, it helps so later on, because if you get taught something wrong or you're doing something wrong at the beginning and you don't know, you continue to do that, it's going to be really hard to correct later on. So it's much better to over-explain, break it down into the simplest terms, and then you can add on from there as long as they have a general understanding of how things work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And folks need to be open.
Absolutely, 100%.
To understanding.
Yeah.
And I know you as Lydia Crowder.
Yes.
I have no idea who Drywall Shorty is. I know that Drywall Shorty is this phenomenon on the internet, which is amazing. You've done amazing things for the world of wall systems. What was like the first invention? What did it have to do? Why did you do it? That would be the question.
Why? I actually didn't want to do it. It was Ryan's idea, my husband.
Yeah.
He's like, you should start posting on Instagram. I literally was like, who in the hell is going to want to watch me do drywall? It's boring. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I going to do? You're just going to like film me while I work, like snooze fest. But we gave it a shot and then it just took off. It's, I would say Drywall Shorty has kind of made itself into its own thing. Like, I kind of have this image now that is Drywall Shorty that I have to uphold. So that's been kind of interesting. It's kind of just taken, it's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's not what I was expecting. I'll say that.
No. Well, let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And then after the break, I want to get into the nuts and bolts of your first video.
Absolutely.
Plaster is an enigma. With so many recipes, techniques, and applications, its variety of definitions and shrouded secrets have muddled millions. Even with its ancient mysteries, there seems to be a spread in its modern popularity. Possessed by Pinterest and Insta images, newcomers frantically search the halls of Google, patching together some sense of structure to create three-dimensional walls, organic cornices, abstract art, and relief sculpture. What if the journey of discovering wasn't so daunting? What if all the coveted information was encapsulated under one roof? Wait no longer. We have amassed thousands of years of practice, technique, and art into one hub, the Plaster Portal. Through our modern technology, the portal preserves these processes and offers people around the world the opportunity to learn directly from the masters. And we're inviting you to be part of this paradigm shift. Please consider becoming a member today. With a small annual fee, your baseline membership provides purchasing access to New Age artisan plaster blends, as well as curated content, including instructional videos, books, and specialty blog posts. And that's not it. You'll gain access to our ever-growing Artist Series classes, highlighting niche plaster finishes and industry professionals from around the world, eager to share their time-honored techniques. Together, we can inspire the world to celebrate these trades, discover new and valuable skills, and save the arts. Head to newageartisans.com and click the Plaster Portal link. Sign up is fast and easy and affordable. We can't wait to have you part of our community. Now back to the show.
Thanks for listening to our new commercial break, everybody. Please sign up for the Plaster Portal. We were talking earlier, before the break, about the inception of Miss Drywall Shorty. As I was mentioning, there's Lydia Crowder, who I know, and then there's Drywall Shorty, your alter ego. We were talking about the first video, and you were like, snooze fest. It ain't no snooze fest.
No.
On the social media right now, on YouTube, on Instagram, and it sure as shit is not a snooze fest on the Facebook.
No, Facebook is wild.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with Facebook.
Yeah.
I can't even log out of that thing. Like, I'm like, I need this to go away, and it's still like clinging to me. But I've just
Facebook. I had a picture go completely nuts. I had over 19 million views for a picture
of your photo.
Yes, of a photo.
What were you doing, if you don't mind me asking?
I was touching the ceiling because it was on that remodel, and I was like, "Look, I can reach the ceiling," and just went off. Drywall
Tolly.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about your first video. What was it?
God, I know I did a skip, how to do a skip trowel, I think was what it was. That did well. And then we were just doing a house out in Ennis, and I was like, we should just show people how to do a skip.
Yeah.
I think that was maybe that's what it was. I'm not totally sure. It's been a long time now.
I think that's what she told me.
Yeah.
Do you remember that blog post I did on you a few years ago?
Yes, yeah.
When I was on an airplane going to Europe?
Yes, I remember that.
You were texting me information while I'm at 36,000 feet.
Isn't that wild? Okay. That's so crazy.
And I got to Paris and I landed. I'm like, here's the blog post.
Perfect.
Loaded up.
It's a nice way to spend your time on a plane.
It was good.
Kept you focused.
Yeah, it kept me focused for sure. For sure. Was the first video on YouTube or Insta?
No, it was on Instagram. I primarily did Instagram and then started YouTube maybe a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But I need to be more consistent with that platform because I'll kind of like post stuff and then kind of like not do anything with it for like 2 weeks. But Instagram and Facebook, I'm very consistent with.
Yeah. Do you have like one service where you can just like drop it into Instagram and it just hits all of the social media markets?
No, I don't.
Is that a thing? Because if not, it should be.
I think it is a thing, but your engagement will be much lower. Like all of the individuals want you to go in, post individually on their platform, use their editing services, and then write a caption specifically for each platform.
Right. So like if you were like going to drop something on TikTok, which I'm not a big TikTok guy, but I understand it's a thing.
I don't like TikTok.
Would you have to do something TikTok specific?
Yes. Yep. So every platform wants something different specifically for their platform.
Got it.
So you can like tweak captions, edit the video a little bit differently. Sometimes like shorter videos do really well on Instagram, and then longer videos can do better on Facebook.
Sure.
And then of course, really long videos on YouTube.
Yeah. Do you have a following base that, do you know of multiple people that follow you on all of the platforms?
Sometimes it crosses over. I'll have people find me on Instagram from Facebook, and they'll message me and be like, "Oh, I didn't know you were on here."
Yeah.
And then sometimes people will follow on YouTube because there are the longer videos on there because I can use everything I do for Build Show after a year.
Got it.
So I can repurpose that content and post it on YouTube.
When you started Drywall Shorty, were you Drywall Shorty right out of the gate?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't even like know about it. One day somebody sent me a thing and they said, "What, do you know this person?" And I looked and like, sure shit, I do know that person. What is this? And how many followers did you get right out of the gate? Did you like wake up one day and your life had changed, or was it kind of a slow motion thing?
It's been a couple years now. Like it definitely, it took off pretty quickly. I did a video coding corner bead, and I was just like jamming out to music, and that did really, really well. That one kind of like took off. I remember I was at breakfast with a bunch of friends, and I just kept getting like notification, like all these notifications. I was like, holy shit, what's going on? Yeah. And it's been a long process. It wasn't like instantly overnight success, but being so niche and having the reach that I do, I think it's pretty incredible. Like all I do is drywall. Yeah.
But it's not all you do.
No, it's not all I do.
Yeah. I mean, you're putting drywall out there to the world on a platform that doesn't exist. But not all you do is drywall. What you do is put it out on a platform.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And teach. And I really, really try to help people. Like I'll go through, I cannot keep up with my DMs, but I will, like, if you reach out, I'm the one that's answering. Yeah. I will never, ever give up control of my social media platforms to anyone else because I want to be the one that you're interacting with. Like if you comment, it's me commenting back. If you DM me, it's me DMing you back. If you email me, it's me emailing you back. Like it will always be that way.
Yeah. That's the way we are with our plaster portal. I mean, we started it and it was amazing because I notice all these people in the world and there's always like, how can you scale this? How can you scale it? How can you get the most clicks? And it's like, yeah, that's great and all, but I kind of think that just caused a giant problem in the world. Absolutely. With a bunch of people that want to have hands-off passive income mailbox money. Yep. Which is sweet, but in turn, that's a blanket statement. I can't make a blanket statement. A lot of people aren't working. Yes. Because of that. Yeah. Everyone is so reliant on wanting to be an influencer. Everyone wants to just have the easy money. Yeah. And it's not the easy money for you. No. You're working your ass off.
No. And I 100% always want to be genuine. Like, that's a big part of it too, is I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not. I'm not going to pretend to do something that I'm not. And I think so many people, especially with social media, it's how do I get these views? How do I be more outrageous? How do I be controversial? How do I, make a video that goes viral? And for me, it's just, this is me. This is me being authentic. And I'm just showing you what I'm doing and trying to help as much as I can. And that's how I do it.
It's clearly working.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And authenticity sells.
Absolutely. When I started this, I was like, who do I like to watch? Who do I, if I'm going to go follow somebody, why am I following that person? And I really had to sit and think about it. And like, it's because they're genuine and they're authentic. Mm-hmm. And yeah, of course, there's like celebrities and stuff like that. But I really just always, it's so much easier just to be yourself.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
the easiest thing that you can do in the world is be yourself.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite be yourselfers, there's 2 of them on Instagram. Do you follow Big Time Adulting?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm going to have to now.
She is just out of control with just the way she is a mom. She's got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Is how she
No,
rolls.
it's so refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, to see people be real.
Yeah. How about Knuckle Bump Farms?
Nope.
Oh, man. You got to get on that.
Okay, I know.
It's a gal down in Florida somewhere, and she's got a small working farm.
Oh, cool.
She's got a bunch of animals, and she's given all the animals names. And it's just like, who the hell wants to watch a chick walk around with a bunch of animals?
Everyone.
Turns out everyone.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And
No,
all
it's
the
so
animals
fun.
have personalities. And now she's like selling swag,
Yeah.
like merch.
Yeah.
She's got this thing like this peacock named Emmanuel.
Okay. Is she the one that has the ostrich that's mean?
That's right.
Okay, yes, I do
follow
watch her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe he's not a peacock.
Okay,
But
yeah.
Emmanuel's the
He's like,
ostrich.
he's mean, and he
Yeah.
just like tries to get in her face all the time.
Mhm.
No, it's hilarious.
Yeah. And that was the thing I think that set her off.
Yeah,
That made
absolutely.
her go completely berserk. And
Yeah.
she was doing something. And then all of a sudden,
He runs at her.
Emmanuel
Yeah.
ran at her. And she's like, Emmanuel, stop it. Stop it, Emmanuel. Stop it. And he was like pecking her. And then someone's like, that's really funny. You should post it. And she posted it. And it just went.
Yes. Yeah. There's some people that have just had things just like skyrocket. Mine's definitely been more like slow and steady,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah. Once you started seeing traction in the videos,
Mhm.
when did you decide like, okay, this is a thing. We're gonna keep marching forward.
I think the biggest thing was I had just started maybe 2 months in, and I applied for the Columbia Tools ambassadorship, and I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember talking to Ryan, and I'm like, I'm going to do this, and we're going to see how it goes. I think maybe I had 2,000 followers at the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're not going to get it. And I'm like, well, I'm at least going to try. Like, I wrote like my letter, like why I should be considered. And I remember getting the email that I got it. And then I was like, holy shit. Like, okay, this is really freaking cool. Like, okay, let's go.
Did you tell Ryan to shut the fuck up? Because you got it.
I can't remember what I did. I remember I was really happy. I don't think I cared about his attitude. I was just like, fuck you. You can go have your pity party someplace else. I just got this. Yes.
Because guess who's the Columbia Tools rep now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the ambassador.
Yep.
We can't talk too poorly about Ryan at this juncture because I do know that isn't he the man behind the camera a lot of times?
Yes, most of the time. Yep. So he doesn't film my build show stuff. I actually have a videographer that does that. But we just film everything with my cell phone. I just have an iPhone 13. I need to upgrade.
Yeah.
My phone's a little bit old. But we just keep it what we're doing on site. It makes it so incredibly simple.
Yeah.
When I'm just like, hey, will you just video me doing this really quick? And I don't have to stop what I'm doing. We can continue working. And then it's just like, this is how I do this.
Yeah. Do you ever do any editing with the videos afterwards? Like, have you strung a bunch of them together?
I usually don't string them together, but I will cut them or speed them up sometimes, or be like, I like this section better than this section. But I really try not to do a lot of editing because I don't know how to do it very well. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Would you do it on a telephone or would you do it on a computer?
I just do it on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just try and keep it as simple and straightforward and easy for myself as I can.
Yeah. Yeah. You're talking about Columbia Tools. And you're ambassador for them right out of the gate. Are you still an ambassador?
I am not.
You're not?
Nope. I'm actually not an ambassador for any tools right now. I've done some stuff with Level 5, but other than that, I'm like not attached to any tool companies.
Got it. Is that because it just gets a little gray doing that, or that's just because it's potentially, straying you away from drywall shorty in general?
No, I just think it's because there really haven't been any opportunities, I guess. Like, there are, but there aren't. I did a lot of stuff with Level 5, so I think people just assume that I'm still really involved with them.
Yeah.
But I'm not, so I kind of just do my own thing. I use the tools that I like. I don't have to worry about, hitting all these things with the tools. I can use the tools that I want. We use a lot of different tools. So we can kind of mix and match between all the different tools that we like.
Yeah.
It keeps it, easier for us.
Sure. Yeah. And then you can go ahead. You're not selling out to a degree.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something, the amount of emails, DMs and stuff I get from companies, I'm like, I don't really like this, or I don't see how this fits and would help my followers. Like, I'm very, very picky about who I work with.
Wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to do it just to make a buck. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Back to the authenticity.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. If I wouldn't use it and I don't like it, I'm not going to show it to you. Period.
Done deal.
Yep.
Drywall Shorty's spoken, people.
Yes.
The authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing that you have these hundreds of thousands of followers on all these platforms. It's amazing. Again, I keep bragging about it. I know Lydia Crowder, everybody. I know her. You guys just know Drywall Shorty. What is it like? How did you get involved in the build show? Because that's wild to me.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. I
So-
mean, I'm not surprised.
No.
But it's just like, I think it's so cool.
It is super cool. So actually I did a whole course with MT Copeland.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys that was with MT Copeland had been with the build show previously. His
Yep.
name was Jordan Smith. So I think they found out about me kind of through that. I'm honestly not totally sure because I was working on a big job and I think we were getting geared up to do the MT Copeland shoot. And then I got a call from Joey who...
Hey, Joey.
Yeah. Do you know Joey?
No, I just like saying Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
I got a call from Joey and he's like, we'd like to talk to you about coming on to the build show. And I'm like, okay. I didn't really know that much about the build show at the time.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So then I started looking into it and I was like, holy shit. Okay, yes. Yeah, let's do this. So I was the first woman on there. There's another 2 women now that they've added.
Yeah. There's a gal. She doesn't do plumbing. What does she do?
There's Stephanie who builds in
she's
Utah.
in Salt Lake. Yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie is awesome.
Yeah.
And she's really involved with their local building stuff. I think I can't remember everything that she does. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Allison who's in Chicago.
Got it.
Yep. So they're both builders.
Perfect. And so basically the premise, I mean, again, explain it like I'm 5.
Yeah.
Tell me all about the build show.
Okay. The premise of the build show for me and what
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
Okay. So we get together about every other month. We
Mhm.
film anywhere between 8 to 10 videos, depending on what we have going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of the time what I'm doing is I'll get my ideas from videos, from comments. Like if I have a comment that's like continually popping up, like, can you explain this to me? Or why do you do it this way? I'll try and break it down as simply as possible. And then,
like they're 5.
yeah, exactly. That's what I try and do. Like take everything down to like, okay, you're walking into the job and your drywaller just started. He's not going to be done tomorrow. And this is why.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand, like there's moisture issues, humidity issues, or moisture and humidity are the same thing. There's dry times, there's all sorts of things that go into drywall.
Mm-hmm.
And people have to start thinking about that. Like it's literally everything that you look at when you walk in a house. Like, yes, you can have beautiful floors. Yes, you can have a fantastic kitchen, but it's not going to look good if the whole, backdrop for it looks like crap.
Yeah. Somebody
So-
walked into a job one time. This guy looks at me and he's like, this is wet wall. I was like, what? It's like, this is not drywall. It's not dry.
Okay.
It's like, that is an interesting way to look at it. And I shall remember that forever because, yes, this is wet wall.
Yes, that is very, yeah, okay. I've never heard that before.
Yes.
but okay.
And no, we will not be putting plaster on this or primer. I'm going to
Oh my God.
back pocket that for the Rolodex.
Yes, that's funny.
Yeah. But the build show in general, it's a platform in which all of these different people that are all into facets of construction,
Yes.
all basically add to the build show
Mhm.
and they comprise.
Yeah. Sorry, I was explaining what I do. I'll explain what the build show is like in general. So it's a bunch of different contributors. A lot of them have backgrounds in build science.
Mhm.
So Steve Basic is on there. He's pretty much like started the movement with sustainable building, the build science. So he
Mhm.
was like one of the very early starters with that.
His
So
last name's Basic.
yeah, Steve Basic.
It's epic.
I know. He's,
Yeah.
oh my God, Steve is the nicest guy ever. He's so fun.
Yeah.
When we go to IBS, he goes and he does karaoke and he sings.
What's his song?
I don't know. When did he sing last time? I didn't go to IBS this year. I was really bummed. I wanted to go down there.
Like pina colada. That's a good one.
That's
for
a good one.
karaoke. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's oh my God, it's the America song or something. I can't
America?
Yeah.
Lonely People?
No, I don't know.
Well,
I can't remember.
we'll put it in the show notes when you remember. Maybe a YouTube link.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. And then how many times do you film?
I try to do a video a week. So he'll
Mhm.
come up, my videographer will come up, and then we'll film anywhere between 8 to 10 videos
Yep.
in about 2 days. But typically I can get about 5 videos done in about 2 hours.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I'm always interested, like, how does the build show make money? They do on advertisements?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And then they also do my contracts. So if a company comes to me, I send them to Build Show. And then we all work, and then they work out all the numbers, they get the contract together, and then I just show up and do my stuff.
Show up and do stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Like, let's just say Milwaukee Tools wanted to do something with you, and you happen to really like the Milwaukee sander.
Yeah.
I've got one. I actually like it.
Oh, do you like it?
Let's promote it for a brief moment. They want Drywall Shorty to hold on to this sander.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you like it.
Yeah.
You would bring that on the build show as an idea?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And sometimes, like, I've talked a lot about the different sanding options. I've done talking about the Planex, because people are always super curious about the Festool Planex too, especially.
Is that a sander?
Yes. And it's very expensive, and it is an investment. Like, if you're looking at getting into the Festool Planex 2 with the sanding system, with all the papers and everything, you're looking at, oh man, I didn't want to say about $3,000. So
2x the competitors.
Yeah, exactly. But it is so much better than the competitors because it does have suction. It will suction itself to the ceiling, suction itself to the walls, random orbit. It has a built-in light, and it will be almost dustless. So if you're working,
a little drywall gremlin.
It's amazing.
Yeah, just drop that thing in the room and go to lunch.
Yeah, and a lot of people have questions about it because that's a huge chunk of change to drop on just like a sanding system.
Yeah.
So I will kind of like break things down, talk about the tools. I've talked a lot about the automatic tools that we use because not everybody has those. So kind of breaking down, this is what this does, this is how much this costs. Because there's a lot of different ways to do drywall, and especially like with plaster, you can do everything by hand. You can, keep it cheap, get cheap tools. Or, if you're doing drywall on a professional level, you need the professional tools. And that's a big investment. I mean, everything we're running right now, I think is probably about $5,000 worth of tools or so. So,
yeah.
It's a scary leap for a lot of people.
It is. And, what's your ROI? What's your return on investment of that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then you have to keep those tools alive. And you have to
maintenance.
There's maintenance, and then there's longevity.
Yeah.
Am I going to buy this for, we use a lot of like really fine grade stainless steel trowels, and we've found one company, Come, out of Italy.
Yep.
And those trowels last forever.
Yep.
Some of the Japanese trowels, which I love, are amazing, but they just don't have the longevity of the Comes.
They're very thin too.
Very, very, very thin.
Yeah, they're great to work with, but they're very delicate.
They're very delicate. I mean, you look at it the wrong way and it's going to bend.
I know.
And inevitably, someone's just going to grab that trowel, the bent one, if you can keep it in the rotation, and they're going to just use the wrong edge.
I know, and F stuff up.
Now we have a problem, people. Big aggregate scratch or big steel scrape right across the wall.
Oh no, that's awful.
Oh, it's like somebody just like scarred your unicorn.
You're like,
don't cut my unicorn. What's it like going to bed every night, falling asleep, knowing that there are hundreds of thousands of people that are critiquing your every move? What's it like to wake up in the morning to the mess that is the internet?
Oh, God. What's funny is...
Because I've seen some shit on your pages where I'm like, did you just actually write that so that the world could see that? What is it like knowing that people think you're doing things wrong?
Oh, people will always think someone's doing something wrong. Absolutely. And so... Did
you have any imposter syndrome about it, or you just like, shut the fuck up and doing it?
It depends. So like last night, a video had like a couple million views over the span of maybe like 3 hours. Like it just kind of like took off. And I was like, okay, where are all those followings coming from? So then I went and looked at the post, and then I started looking at the comments, and then I fell down a rabbit hole. And then I was like, there's a couple different ways I can take it. I can, number one, which is my favorite, educate. So if you think I'm doing something wrong, I will tell you why exactly I'm doing it the way that I'm doing, and then I will back it up with facts or something like, this is why I did this, or I've been doing this for 21 years, or this is why I did this in this situation, or hey, this is what the manufacturer says. The amount of people that argue with me about manufacturer instructions baffles me. Like, this is the way that they're telling you to like freaking install it. Stop arguing. And you guys wonder why everybody hates this stupid product because none of you are doing it right in the first place.
Yeah.
Read the damn directions.
Read the damn directions.
So,
we, with all of our plaster blends that we're making now, we actually have a rule where you have to be logged into our plaster portal, be a member, small little fee once a year so that you can stay up to date and educated on any sort of systems that we're changing.
Yeah.
And B, we want to hold your hand through the first application.
Yeah.
We want to make sure you're doing this exactly the way that we want you to. After you get it up and you learned how to kind of bend the rules yourself, go crazy, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But first better be prim and proper.
Buy the book.
Buy the book.
It's just crazy. Like, oh, I don't like that product because it did this. Like, okay, well then how did you install it?
Yeah, what did you do that made it do that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but there's these people that are making these products go through tons of testing. It's not like they're just like, oh, here's something new, go give it a go. Like, guys, come on.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we're being negative right now, so let's stop. Let's go optimistic. What have you learned from your followers? How do you like that question? You didn't see that coming, did you?
That's a really interesting question.
Yeah.
I've learned that people can be very nice. Like, I get messages that are like, you helped me so much with this, or you helped me fix this problem, or you showed me how to run a tool better and you've made me more efficient. Just little stuff like that has been really, really cool.
Sure.
Yeah. And I love it when they tell me that too. Like, that stuff is the stuff that keeps me going. I pretty much ignore the negative stuff. Like, I don't really go look at comments very often because I found it's better to just stay true, keep doing what I'm doing, and not let the negativity bring you down.
Do you remember our sidebar conversation this fall? You and I, not involved in social media, but via text, because I know Lydia Crowder, not Drywall Shorty. Did I mention that? About you were talking about pre-filling butts.
Okay, yep.
And somebody came on
that,
and was just lambasted you that you don't have to pre-fill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, bro. Every vertical crack we've ever had has come from not pre-filling a joint.
Absolutely.
And there's 100 different ways to pre-fill it, but I'm telling you, you need to pre-fill it. Yeah. And he just tore off on me that I was wrong. And I was like, okay, I'm going to hit the ignore button.
Yeah.
And I was
you have to.
Yeah. And I messaged you and I was like, what is this all about?
Yes.
And you're like, every day.
Every day. It really is. And I think that's probably the biggest piece of advice I could give to people that are starting social media is don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
Like, take the good stuff and run with it. People are always going to be negative. They're always going to try and pick a fight. I mean, it's the internet, for God's sake. I mean, it's like there's no filter. Like, nobody has any like, hey, I shouldn't write that, or maybe I shouldn't say that, or maybe I shouldn't message them this mean thing. They're just going to do it.
They're just going to do it.
But what you can control is how you deal with it on your end.
Yeah.
So it's just let it go. Like, let it roll off your back and keep going.
Keep going. Yeah. And keep doing you and keep being authentic.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've got a good friend with many followers in the millions. And he told me he's become a big fan of the old post and ghost.
Yes. Absolutely.
Posts?
Just post it and let it go.
Turn the phone off.
Yes.
Who cares?
No one cares.
Yeah.
Everybody else will get riled up about it, but you have to like separate yourself and be like, okay, you know what? Here's what I did. Take it or leave it. Peace out.
Peace out. Yeah. Yeah. You do quite a bit of traveling as well for trade shows.
I do.
Talk about your domestic traveling, and then I want to get into the fun international traveling.
Yeah, so let's see. I haven't done as much this year. I usually go to the International Builder Show. It was in Vegas this year, went last year, and then the year before that was in Orlando. So that was really fun. We go down there with the Build Show group, and everybody kind of hangs out. We get to go out to the club, get to dance, see everybody. So that's always really fun. And then there's always the drywall show too. What is that? INEC? No, they changed it. It's called Build now. So last year that was also in Vegas. So that was really fun. And then this year it's in Orlando.
Yeah.
And then let's see. What have I done? Kind of like comes in waves. Like I'll have like a lot of travel and then kind of like sit down and like not have travel for a while.
Do you like to travel?
I do. I love to travel. Yeah. It's so fun.
Yeah. Well, your kids are a little bit older, right?
Yeah. They're 17. My daughter turns 19 in April. So
yeah. Out of the house?
No. God, no.
God, no. Not yet.
I don't know if that day's ever going to go.
Yeah. If you kids are listening, you know how mom feels.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're of age where you can leave and not feel
absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Because we've done, I was, let's see, talking about international, I did Germany last summer. So Festool sent me out there, and then my sister came with me.
Yeah.
So we made a big trip out of it, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah, I remember seeing some posts about
that was a great trip.
She's having a good time.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. And then where next? You were talking about Brazil?
Yes, I'm going to Brazil for the Enix show. So it's their big what's steel drywall trade show.
What does Enix mean?
I'm not sure. I need to learn some Portuguese ASAP.
Doug Muniz de Vargas, if you're listening, amigo, that's Spanish. We need to find out what Enix is. This guy, he got a book one time and he ordered it on Amazon and it showed up in Italian. And rather than just returning the book to get, an English version or a Portuguese version, he decided to learn the entire Italian language so he could read the book.
That's insane.
Dude.
When we were in Germany, everybody can speak German and English completely fluent. And I was just I can speak English okay. Depending on the day. I can't. It's just amazing. It made me feel man, I really need to expand my horizons a little bit more here.
I'm pretty good at French.
Are you? Nice.
I say parlez-vous anglais? Do you speak English?
Barely.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's my French. And it's not really enjoyed over there.
Yes.
Well, you're traveling.
Yes.
You're busy here.
Yes.
I know that because I see you around working and I see all the projects going and you've got the build show. Mm-hmm. What's next?
What I'd really like to do is do a training system, do something online. So, get a course together where you can buy different parts of it. And then also, kind of something like you have access to me. You can pay a fee. You can have, unlimited access to the classes. And then really break stuff down. Run through troubleshooting, run through how to tape properly, how to fix things, and just kind of make it super digestible and just really simple.
Yeah, baseline information.
Exactly. Take all the trouble, take all of the complication out of it and make it so you can successfully tape something beginning to end and feel confident doing it.
From start to finish.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I love that.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot out there on that. I mean, there are some other guys, but being a woman, I think too, you do reach a different. It's just different.
Yeah, it's a different echelon. Well, you're so much more accessible too.
Yes,
as a lady, you're not holier than thou.
No.
And your authenticity is what's given you hundreds of thousands of followers, and your authenticity is what's going to bring these people into your class.
Well, and I think it also encourages women to see I can do this. She did it. Why the hell can't I? And of course you can do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to seeing the future of Drywall Shorty. And now I'm going to just turn off the mics and get back to talking to Lydia Crowder. And have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for listening, everyone. Please tune in next time as we head to Europe and link up with Ana Castilla Villa in Barcelona, Spain. A proud graduate of England's Prince's Foundation, Ana brings an organic and authentic touch to her plaster creations that creates many lucky surfaces around the world. Fresh back from her homeland after working abroad in Singapore, Ana will detail her unique inception into the plaster trades, her celebration of Spain's cultural heritage through plaster, and her emphatic desire to share her craft and skills with other women around the globe. Until next time, cheers!